that way. Then here, serves no real purpose on this side apart from it's just lovely. I love it. And that flips up. And then here we've got a belly band with some journaling paper in. And this is just a piece of Artie May's. I think they're called Collage taster kits. And she's done them in a series of colours. This one's the purple one. And I thought it went so well with having the lavenders and stuff on it. So that just goes in there and just tucks up there. And I've put one of those enamel dots at each end. So it looks like they are what's holding it on, which in fact they aren't. Then here we've got this top little tuck here and a journaling card. This is the design paper we've been using, and this is out the Stamperia pad. More of those little enamel things. I like those. They're decorative but fairly plain. And that's journaling on the back, so that tucks up there. So that's that bit. This bit, we've got a little button and string closure there. And we've just got this acetate window, which serves no purpose apart from it's an acetate window. And I really like that idea. Then here we've got two slip pockets with journaling cards in and this hanging off them. So you can journal on the back of there, definitely. It's not too dark. So I'll take both of those out and you can see. There's the slip pockets that we cut in. This is, I think this is My Porch Prince actually, Shabby Purple set. And they just go in there. Why are you being awkward now? I'm showing you off. That's it. So that just fits down in there. And then this one fits this way. And they all hang on the outside because I really like that. There we are. So we've got all the dangles there. And then, have we looked at that? Yeah, I think we have. So that folds over like that, folds over like that, and that's our right hand side done. Then here we've got, I love that, I so love it. This is from the Provence paper kit, paper pad 8x8, and this is from the chipboard pieces that you get, and I just so love it. It just pleases me. And it's got a big journaling card in, and this is a hydrangea. Absolutely nothing to do with lavender, but isn't it beautiful? It's a beautiful thing. It's from My Porch Prince, that same set I think, Shabby Purple. And here we've got a couple of bits tied on there that you could use as additional journaling if you really wanted to. But it's decorative really, I think. And then this flips out. And here we come to the bits that I haven't quite finished yet. I'm just waiting for my big 12x12. It's been an expensive project, this. The 12x12 Stamperia project pad. Now, for those of you who have been following along, I just want to tell you, on this page, I did end up cutting 1/4 inch off there. It just all fitted in better. It still fitted in as it was, but it didn't look right. So I've taken 1/4 inch off there. But I'll tell you about that when I do the next video. And here we've got two pockets waiting for something to go in them. Here we've got two acetate pockets also waiting for something to go in them. Then here we've got two yeah, I can never remember what you call these. Wage packets. I think that's what they're called. I think I've got it. Wage packets. So one here, the other one's identical. Little journaling card in it. You could journal on both sides of that because it's going in there. It's a bit secret really. And then it's got a little heart on it that hangs out. Just to let you know, there's something in there. Open me. There's something inside. And the paper clip, I just left a bit on the back so the paper clip can just hold that top down. There's a fat chance of me doing it on camera. Yeah, kind of like that. Lovely. And then this flips out, this flips out. It's like magic, isn't it? And we've got 2 envelopes here made from the Artie Mae's Collage Taster Kit. And they're both the same. They've got journaling inside. And this is a piece of 49 in Market. It's just a roll you get that's got stamps on it. You can take each one off, which is, I guess, what they're designed to do. But I stuck them all on as one. I didn't sew around those. Because of the perforations, I thought it would look a bit odd if I did. But that's just a piece of journaling. And it goes in that envelope. And the one below has got the same thing in it. And that just comes down and fits into that little stop there. Then we've got this. This is a pocket. I need a bit of card or something really, don't I? So I can show you. Yeah, let's use this. This is a pocket here. And this is a pocket here at the back. And I'm just waiting for something to fill those pockets. So they are independent, but you know, they kind of go together. So that goes like that. Then this opens up again. And here we've got, it's getting ridiculous. Here we've got a big side pocket this way, down there. So all that needs decorating. And then this, yes. There is so much, if you're making it, you will get lost. I know you will, because I do. And that flips up. This flips that away. And here we've got a little side tuck with a thingy on it. And a journaling card with a little thing and a heart. So there's journaling on the back of there. And that just tucks into there. I like my dangles dangling, like that. Then here, this pocket, and it's got a journaling card in. And I just stuck the butterfly at the top. Remember, I've shown you this before. So it's not stuck at all at the bottom. Here, it's not stuck there. So when you put it into the pocket, it hangs over the top. And I think that just looks pretty. It looks like, how did you do that? I like things like that. And then at the back, we've got this big acetate window, waiting for something to go in there, and then probably a bit of decoration or something around there. So that's that. That shuts up like that. That shuts up like that. And it's just a string and button closure like that. So that folds over there. So this is the left side here. This is the right side here, and this is the central section. So the central section and the back. So it's got 2 flippy flappies, nice flowers on it. That flips up, and it's a belly band with a little notebook in there. There's quite a few pages in there actually, it's deceptive. And just slides in there nicely. Same at the bottom. The bottom is exactly the same. And then we've got this section here, 2 acetate windows with, but this is just paper. I just stamped on it with Dusty Concord archival ink, stuck some butterflies on, cut a frame out, 2 frames out, and then I thought, you know, that's just too much of an opportunity just to stick those down. So I made some little journaling cards, these ones like that, and I just put a little file type end on them and put a hole through and hung a butterfly off them, and you can journal on that side. So that's putting that to good use, I would say, and they just fit in there nicely. That flips out, and we've got 2 more envelopes here, and they just have plain journaling in them, just like that. It's just a piece of paper folded up, but it's journaling. That fits in there. The other one is identical, just tucks into that little stay there. And then here we've got 2 big pockets here that have got journaling cards in them with a bit hanging off. And this bit here needs more decoration, which I will come back to and finish off. Now I've got my new 8x8 and my 12x12 is en route, so I believe. So that just fastens up. Does that fasten up? That goes in, then it fastens up, I think. Yes. So that's kind of enclosing the centre and the back. And then this flips over here. This has got a narrower spine than this one. So whichever one, if you've got mixed up and you've put your left and your right and your right and your left, whichever one has got the narrower spine goes in first. So in this case, it's the left-hand side goes in first, and then this one with the wider spine goes in last. And you'll see when you look at it, that's the very wide spine up here, and it needs to be that wide. Could have probably done with being another 1/8 of an inch, to be fair, but it does need to be wide, and this one here is much less. So you see how that fits like that. So there's, I mean, just to flip through it like that, you wouldn't believe the amount of work that's gone into that unless you're actually doing it. It does seem to go on quite a long time, but you know, what a feat of engineering at the end of it, and all you people that are doing it, you should be so proud of yourselves, because it's taken me many a moon to get to this stage, and I'm so glad to be able to share it with you and that you're enjoying doing it, and I hope that my instructions are clear enough for you to follow right through to the end. We've still got 2, maybe 3 more videos left to do on this, just a bit of decorating largely. All the construction is done now, so you know, if you want to race ahead of me and finish off your decorating, that's fine. You will have at least all the construction. So that's that. Right. Next.
Some of the comments.
Yeah, please.
Teresa said, Lady Purple is exquisite.
Thank you, Teresa.
Judy G, very pretty. She dreams of going to Provence one day. Gilly, you have such wonderful ideas, Miss P.
Oh, thank you.
Judy H, a wonderful adventure of travelling through a flippy flappy.
Oh, thanks, Judy.
And hello to Casey, who's joining us for the first time.
Hello, Casey. Hi, Candice. I see you there. Hi, Yes, that. Do you know? I'm so sorry. I've probably just butchered that name. Hiya, Jen S. Nice to see you. Yeah, what colour would people choose? That is a really, really good question. I kind of didn't choose purple. I went to the range and they had the only papers that I really liked that were double-sided, which is what you need for that, was either that pad that I bought or a sort of dark turquoisey bluey green that I wasn't that keen on and didn't think I had anything even in this house that would match it. So I went for the purple and I thought, not sure, but I'll go with it because I wanted something that was relatively plain, that when I was making it you could see what I was doing. But I must say that especially with the addition of the Stamperia papers, I really love it. It's so pretty. But anyway, Jilly would like blue. Esther would do black and white. Janya would go for blues and greens. Bernice, blue for me. Linda ended up using purple and coral. Yeah, it's pretty though, Linda. I've seen it. It's really pretty. Southern Girl, purple is gorgeous. Oh, you had those papers already. Get cracking, girl. I bet Judy H would use blue. Pam. Oh, Pam, I'm so pleased. I thought you might like the purple, Nancy. You've been in my mind all the time I've been doing this, that you like purple. Blue and yellow for me, says Candice. I'm off purple after doing 120 wedding invites and rest of stationery for my friend's daughter's birthday who loves Cadbury's purple. Oh my goodness, I bet you're sick to the back teeth. I think I'd like red and gold, says Judy. There's a surprise. I thought you'd say blue. I'm using Stamperia papers that I haven't found a use for up to now. Well, that's brilliant. I think this project is one that you could use up some of those 12 by 12 pads, since they seem to usually all go together. Yeah, I do think so. And actually at the end of it, I'm not sure how much you actually see of the design papers, you know, the actual 12 by 12, because it's covered up with lots of other papers. Anyway, whilst we're in the looking mood, I thought I'd get my tag boxes out. I thought we'd have a look through them, see what we've got. Because I seem to have been doing them for ages. I still haven't filled up one.
And it says maybe you should do something for Halloween.
Who would?
Gonnie.
Gonnie. Oh, Gonnie, I didn't know you were on the dark side of life. That's a good idea though, isn't it? So I'm getting them all out. I'm going to look through them all. I'm going to make you sit there and look through them all. You don't have to. You do not have to. But I am. Because I'm curious to see what we've got, actually. Oh my goodness me, there's quite a lot.
There's Bobby.
Oh no, not.
It was. You just
I've just covered him up, have I?
Yeah.
Oh, it's here in spirit. Right, let's put these boxes to one side. Somebody was asking the other day where the video was on how to make these boxes. And oddly enough, it's called How to Make 12 by 12 Boxes. Tag boxes or something. And it's about, how long ago would it be? 2 months ago? Something like that? How long have we been making this? Longer than that, probably.
Time flies that much. It could be anywhere between a week and a year.
Well, it's this year, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. It's probably
2 months ago? 3?
Yeah, March, sometime in March, I'd say.
Okay. But we have amassed all of these. Look at them all. Look at all of these. There's blinking... Whoa, there's one less now. Oh, I can't believe we've got all these. They're fabulous. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Right. Okie dokie. Let's just have a quick canter through, and I'm going to select some and put them in my Etsy store. Excuse me, as a group, as a batch. So looks like I'll just pick randomly, otherwise we'll. So there was that one with the shaded flower pot on. Yeah. I don't think I can go through all of these. That one, I really like that one. Looks sophisticated to me. So I'll lay that out. That can go in the Etsy for sale business. That's the Bobby one. Yeah, that can go in the Etsy one. What have we got here? That can just go. I mean, it's just a tag, but it can go. Yeah, I quite like that one with the lammies on. What was this about? Oh yes, it was an altered paper clip, wasn't it? Nice Edith one.
Judy says, don't sell Bobby. And Jenny says you should keep the Bobby one.
Yeah, I should, you're right. I thought that when I put it in the Edith pile. In the Etsy pile, I mean to say. Where's the waterfall one? That one's a nice one though, isn't it? I like that one. So, what else?
In the park says online bidding, you could make a fortune.
This one is the one we made when the snow came. Do you remember? And we had a little skateboard car.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that one from that day. I like that one. Are they? No, they're just pretend.
I noticed Nancy and Will put a picture of snow on the other day.
Did they?
Yeah.
In Colorado?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one. That one can go there. I like that one. That's really pretty. I mean, fundamentally, I probably like all of them because I made them. Let's see what else we've got. Got these two here. Which do I like best? I'll put the yellow one in the Etsy pile. These two are nice. I like the green one. It can go in the Etsy pile. Ah, yeah, this one. And wasn't there a darker one that went with it? That's really, really, really pretty, that one.
And Kay says she loves how the flippy floppy and the tags sound when you move them. Them seem really sturdy.
Yeah, actually they are. I like that. That's nice. Kind of sophisticated, grown up. It's got lace there. Yeah. Yeah, this. I'm looking for this one's mate. There is a mate to this one somewhere. I don't know where it is. Oh, forgot about that one. Yeah, it's got a tag in it, hasn't it? Yeah. Did we do that on the embossing plate? I think we did. I should have written on the back, shouldn't I, really, how I made each one. I'm looking for... I quite like that one as well. Yeah, this one reminds me of Janya. And it's got, yeah, well, look, we made this on the 12th of March. So, yeah, around that time somewhere then. Name of passenger, Miss Paint-A-Lot. And I'm having a window seat. I like that one. So, pop that over there.
South Pole says you should sign and date them.
Yeah, I should, you're right, actually.
And Southern Gal Purple with the Wings is my favourite.
Oh, is it? Ah. Well, I like that one because I like the background. I know it's plain and straightforward, but it would fit into a journal, no bother.
Casey lives in Minnesota and they got snow yesterday.
Wow. I like him. He's nice. Yep. These ones. There's the darker one, look. So I guess it kind of depends on which way you lean. Do you like the dark side or the light side? I'll put the dark side in. It's very pretty. Very pretty. So I've got duplicates of some. Yeah, there's that one. That's the not Bobby one. That's the Timmy dog. So this one, I've got two sort of London-y ones. I think this one would be easier to place in a journal.
He just says, so many wonderful memories with the tags, you should keep them and make a tag wall.
Oh!
Probably enough to decorate the wall.
Probably. This is a trifold, wasn't it, I think? Did we make this into a trifold? Yep. Yes, we did, with little pockets along the bottom. Wow. I must say I love these little paper clips that I've got. Few of you have commented on them. They are really, really nice. And they've got a little heart on them, look. Oh, you can't see now. I'll show you the next time I've got one in my hand. But I got them from Amazon. I like that. That's kind of sophisticated. Yeah, like that.
Casey loves them all. She couldn't get rid of any.
I know, but my house is full of things that I've created. That's pretty as well, but we've already got this version. So I'll leave that like that. Just working my way through. Working my way through. I do like those with the butterflies hanging out the top. This one, we made this into a pocket, didn't we?
And Kim says, are you selling them as a bundle or individually?
Bundle, bundle, bundle. It's just cheaper for whoever buys them, really. Yeah, look at this. We made a pocket. Yeah, that's the proper tag shape. And then creased it there so I could fold that over. Yeah, I remember now. And that goes in there. And then we just made that little dangle on the top, just to let folk know that there's something in there. I like that device. It's a device I use quite often. And that's just a little string and button on 1/2-inch circles.
Yeah, Jen's favourites ones are the collaged ones with birds.
These ones, Jen? Does she mean these ones?
I think so.
I'll put one of those in then as well. They are quite nice. That's quite nice. I quite enjoyed doing that one. And this, I think, that's a card, isn't it? Yeah. Oh yeah, with a sticker on the back. See, that's quite pretty, isn't it? I might be just putting too many in the Etsy pile, actually. That's nice also. These are quite plain, but great for just popping in a journal. That's the one we did not that long ago. Could have even been last week, I can't remember. But I do like it with a little... I've glued the tag in. The tag there, and then these two tag shapes there. So they go there, that goes there. The two ladies.
That's the one Jen thinks you're pointing the arrow at her because she's pregnant. She's 5 months pregnant. I bet she's got wind.
She's pregnant with number 5. She still hasn't discovered what causes it. Yeah, that was the one that I showed you how to make the wood grain. This one, yeah, this one is gorgeous. Love that one. But it has a mate. It has this one. They're very similar, but this is prize ribbon and this is Mariner. Uncharted Mariner. That's the fella. I'll put prize ribbon in. Now that's pretty, isn't it? It's Timmy, but pretty. Yeah. And that's also Timmy. Everything there is Timmy, but also pretty. I've already put one of those in. I like it. It's nice. What's going on here? Is it just an acetate window? Oh, it's an acetate belly band. How clever. And one of Tim's pocket cards that I've just backed onto some card. And it fits in there. And that's Tim's old botanicals as they are now. This one with the purple ribbon, yeah, I like that. Oh, I thought I'd left the... And the book... it's book plate, that's the word. There's this one in a much more sort of autumny colour. The Timmy Waterfall. That is nice, I like that. And that one we've already looked at. That's the Timmy version of the pocket one. Yep. That one we've looked at, it's another belly band. These two we've looked at, the partners in crime. That's the Bobby Dog one. I've already put one like that in that pile. That was the first one I did, so I'll put that there. So, right, we've still got all of these. They are all mixed up now, so I'm just going to add them to...
JD Kimmy says she has major fails cutting out windows for acetate.
Oh, do you?
Every single time.
Oh. I hope that I've shown you how to do it. I'm just going to bung all these in one box, frankly. If they fit in one box. They might. Then again, they might not. That's about that box full, to be honest. So let's move along to another box. Of the Edith
Jen
box.
says those ladies are on the most wanted list for purchasing too many craft supplies.
Yeah. Well, it could be me.
Yeah. I could show you many people like that. Just get a mirror, ladies.
Yeah. I do like that one. I really like it. It's so pretty. And so sparkly.
You said you're selling the tags as a bundle with a box.
Well, Mr. F and myself, we discussed this, and to send the box would almost double the price of the postage. And it doesn't seem worth it because you can make a box. I've shown you how to make a box. And so it's much cheaper just to sell the tags on their own. And then, you know, it's up to you whether you want to make a box or you've got a journal to put them into or whatever. So there we are. That's what we've got left.
Kimmy says she just can't cut straight.
Oh, right. Okay. So let's have a... Yeah, these can go away. Ow. I've got myself on a pulled-on clip. I don't quite know how I managed that. Thank you, my dear. Right, so these, let's count them first and see if it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. That's an odd number we've ended up with. Oh no, and this one, 20. 20. So yeah, 20 tags, and they will be going in my Etsy shop. Well, immediately after the live, we go for a little jaunt. We do it every Sunday. Just, you know, locally, see what we can see what wildlife there is around. And when I come back, I'll put these in the Etsy shop. But I'll put them in there for the time being. I really like that one. It's lovely. It's appealing to me. So there we go. So you've seen them. That's what will be. I won't put a separate video up. You know what's in there. Oh, stick that in that for the Etsy. Thanks. Right, so the next thing then that I want to show you, I told you it's going to be all about showing today and not a whole lot of work, but I'm going to do the worky part of it now. So the other day in the post, and I'm sure you've seen lots of people unbox this, it's the Your Creative Studio box. And I've been in it, I've been through it, I've even used some bits out of it, truth to tell. But it's all about trains. And if you noticed the video on the start of this, you would notice that was all about planes. And the theme for next week's tag is, can you guess it? Trains, planes and automobiles. So you can do them all, you can do one, whatever. Oh, and you know, train and a plane, anything you like. But the theme is trains, planes and automobiles. So these are papers. There's Collage 24 sheets, 6 sticker papers, 6 vellums. They're very keen on giving you vellums, Your Creative Studio, which is lovely. 6 art papers and 6 pattern papers. I'm not sure what the difference is between them, but we'll have a look in a minute. And then you've got these sticky notes that say travel plan and a train. I think they're great. They have so many uses. Then the usual kind of stuff that you get, but really nice. Look at these. How nice are they? If you like Timmy or grunge of any description, these are fabulous. I love them. I really do. So I'm going to keep those out. Then we've got the stamps. All mine are in one pack now.
Jean says, "Oh, those boxes expensive."
I think they're £25. But I'll ask Mr. F if he'll put a link below this video, and then you can pop over, because I think it depends whether you sign up for a month, you know, just a month, or 3 months, or a year, or whatever. Frankly, there's a lot of stuff in them, you know, a lot of different stuff, and I think they're always interesting, and they're always quite inspirational. It's really exciting anyway, come on. We're crafters. Who doesn't like it when you get a box full of craft supplies? I mean, it's fabulous. So there's this one, which says steam locomotive, picture of a train. This one that says railway station. This one that says locomotive travel, which is probably my favourite, I like that one. And this one, which is a train. So I'll leave those out. Then there's this, which I didn't open, but I'll open now.
Because he says Tommy needs this box. She's planning a train journal.
Oh, is she? Yeah, you do need this box. Let's just have a look through here.
And did you say Kyung would love this box?
I know, I thought instantly, but I think Kyung does actually have hers on subscription. So she's probably got this one. Yeah, oh yeah, look, it's all maps and stuff. Oh yes. Wow. This is a really nice one. You know, even if you didn't want anything to do with trains, it's a really nice travel one. Then these that actually don't have anything to do with trains, they're kind of adverts, but they're stickers. Brilliant. From all around the world, really, which is what I guess is the travel. And that was stuck on the top of it, but I left it for some reason. I can't remember why I left it now. Not for any reason. Let's put it in the bin. That's an empty envelope. That's an empty envelope. And this is the washi tape. In this one you get 2 washi tapes. They describe it as masking tape, but to you and I would call it washi. This one is just a fairly plainish pattern, which I think is really, really useful. It's very reminiscent of a Timmy one. And this one, I think, has trains on it, which limits its use. Which way does it go? Yeah, that way. Limits its use somewhat by the fact it's got trains on it, if you're not doing a train journal. But there are large sections of it that are maps and stuff, so, you know. Then this, which is the cutest thing. It's a stamp book called World Wonders. Look at all these. They're stickers with that edge. Aren't they gorgeous?
Michelle says, planes, trains and automobiles, she loves it. She's planning travelling journal for a Greek cruise in October.
Oh, that sounds nice.
4 of them.
Oh, there's Australia. I wonder where Kerry is. Wonder where Noella is.
And Jim was asking what month it was, and Lorna's saying it's an older one than April.
It's much older, yeah. I think it's last year's sometime. That's the problem. They give you these to show people, and if people want to go and buy it, you know, although when you go to their website, don't they have older ones that you can buy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought they did.
Yeah. Does it say on the box lid what month it is or anything?
No, it doesn't. Doesn't say anywhere. But these are lovely. I love these. I love that. So, yeah. I can... Is that that's the one, Notre Dame, isn't it?
Pre-fire.
Pre-fire, yeah. Ah, automobiles, look at that.
And a train.
And a train, was it a train on there as well? Oh yeah, train and automobiles. Yeah, that's got to play a
2 out
part.
of 3, not bad. As Meatloaf would have said.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, these are just lovely, aren't they? So that's that. Then here, I have actually used quite a few of these. It's old newspaper, it says, but it's just little square pieces of paper that are like collage paper. They're lovely. And then there's loads of vellum. Same patterns, but vellum. So if you're into your vellum windows or anything, I mean, look at it. It's beautiful stuff.
Yeah, Linda Park says the January 2023.
Is it? Thanks, Linda. Thank you very much. Right, so I'm going to leave some things out. Oh yeah, and there's also these stamps that say locomotive station. Stickers, yeah, sorry. So I'll put my rubbish in the bin. Actually, I won't, because these envelopes are so nice. They're so substantial. I can't bring myself to chuck them out, actually. So I'll just pop
You could use them as my waste packets if you like.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Now they've got exactly what you get.
Wow, we've got a sticker on the front. That's more than I normally get.
So I'll just pop that to the side and these to the side. And I've looked at a piece of paper. This is just a piece that I've printed, and actually I'm thinking it's got a coating on, so it's probably not great. But I'll give it a try. If it fails, it fails, and I'm going to make a collage. I do want the collage. Don't be put off by this pattern. Pattern is not there. Just imagine it's not there. And I'll show you these papers because I think they would be good to use some of those in my collage.
Linda says she's just ordered it for $39, free shipping for USA.
Ah, all right. Yeah, I think this certainly comes from Los Angeles. Well, that's where it's booked in, the flight's booked in for it. So I'm guessing she's over on the west somewhere. Right, I mean, it's plainly obvious what that is. I was going to say there's a train, but I think you can all tell that, really. So we've got it in...
Couldn't have picked a better one for Casey to join us.
Yeah. If you mixed her up with Sinead, you'd have Casey Jones.
I did that joke half hour ago.
Oh, okay. Sorry. This feels like it's a sticker, which I don't want. Yeah, I think I'm in Sticker City here. I do love these ones. They're fabulous. Fabulous. Oh, look at that one with the lady in the train. I love it. Is that a sticker as well? Yeah, right. That must be all the stickers. Then you've got the associated vellums, which are exactly the same but vellum, which I don't want right at this moment. So I'll just put those there. And then I'm into this paper is slightly thicker than that, I think. So I'll put the thicker bits into the not at the moment pile. Oh, come on.
Lorna seems to think she's in Canada.
Oh, is she?
Vancouver Island, she thinks.
All right. Well, all I can tell you is this came from LAX. So, I mean, it's, you know, that's not to say she doesn't have a shipping agent there. Yeah, I think that there's thinner paper somewhere. This must be it. This is it. Found it. Found it. So these are the thinner papers that I would describe as collage papers. So let's put the ones that I don't want away for the present moment.
Jen says some of the half sheets have sticker backings. Interesting and could be used with your dies.
Yeah. Good thinking, Jen.
Yeah, she's so clever.
She's so clever. So I've got these 6 sheets now of thin collage paper, and they are gorgeous, I think. I love them. I love them all. So that one and that one's got a train. This has got a train and a lady. Yeah. Lovely. So I just need to tear them up and stick them down. And I've got these as well. Don't forget that I can use in my collage. I've also got them spoiled. I've got a plethora of things. These as well, which are gorgeous too. And not forgetting these. Also gorgeous. I've got too many things. They're all so lovely. So let's start with the one with the train, shall we? Where's the train? No, I won't. I'm going to start with this one because I really like it. So I'm just going to do a bit of tearing with my ruler. It comes off fairly straight, so that's all right. With the ruler, I mean. Just tear those a little bit as well. I'm not going to need all of this. It's one sheet of paper. So let's get reasonable about it. I think 2 pieces from each one's probably enough. I'll cut off that entire train. And then maybe the track. Look, there's a track down there. Let's cut the track off as well. Perfect. And this one, which I love. It's quite in your face, this, so I don't want too much of it. I'll tear that there. And then tear that in half. That's probably enough of that. Wrong edge. I'm doing it with the wrong edge. Not that it matters. This I like. It's very muted, easy on the eye. If I need any more, it's just here, and I've got all those other things as well. This lady, she has got to be torn out. I just love her. Woo, hey, hey. Yeah, isn't she lovely? And this train, I don't know, it's kind of large, but I do need something for the inside, so I might leave that and use it for my inside piece without giving too much away. Right, so let's put the lady down there. What I'm going to use to stick these down is matte medium. I just prefer it, it's kind of easier. But as I say, I think this might have a coating on it. I've just remembered that. And it might bring the coating off, and if it does, I'm going to have to change gear and get a different bit of paper. But it was certainly inkjet printed, so I'm expecting the ink to run, if nothing else. I could have got a better bit of paper, couldn't I, have all the bits of paper in this place.
Probably a bigger brush as well.
Yeah, I know. It's just this one happened to be lying on my desk. Right, so she's going down there. Doesn't matter if you go over the edge. That's not a big deal. You can just trim it out. So it's only this one piece of A4 that we're collaging, so don't worry. We won't be hours over it. So I'm just going to overlap that a tiny bit, because otherwise, I don't know, it seems to burst open and you can see the paper underneath, which I don't want to do. Let's put a piece of this in. It is amazing how much medium you get through when you're doing this. Get through more than you think you're going to get through. I'm going to put that on the bottom because that's the bit that I kind of ripped a little bit instead of torn. Okay. More medium, sir. Thank you. What about the train tracks? Yeah, I think I'll put those up to the side.
The siding.
The siding, yes. I like these train tracks. It's nice I didn't see them when I looked through them the first time. Let's put that there. Lovely. And I don't mind if there's sort of holes in it. We'll come back to those. Oh, just dumped everything in my medium, but never mind. Doesn't really matter. Put this across here, and you can see I've got a hole there, but that's okay. We have the technology. So it grows quite quickly. I might need some more papers actually. I'm going to go up to the top now and come down this way. I think if ever you've lost your mojo, I think collaging is a great way to get it back. You know, not when you're filming yourself, that's, you know.
Linda says she was thinking about doing a masterboard with some of the purple scraps.
Yeah.
Nancy says the train box is the January 2023.
Thank you, Nancy.
And Kim says she enjoys watching your collage.
Thank you.
It's exactly what should be doing after finishing the floppy flippy journal.
I think if you've got remnants left over from a project that kind of aren't going to be used for anything else, I think collaging them onto a masterboard is a perfect thing to do, actually. You don't have to use it immediately, but should you wish to use it in the future, it's there, isn't it? It's ready to rock. And you don't have tiny little bits of paper flapping around, getting wasted. And that is what happens to them. You put them in a box, you put other things on top of them, you can never find them anyway, even if you wanted them. And when you do find them, they're all just creased up. I'm going to put this at the top.
And Sharon says the collages always look a mess and they never look right.
I wonder if that's just you thinking that, because it's kind of hard to...
Judy G said collaging is so much fun.
It is.
Misty Cars with Sharon.
On what, they never look right?
Yeah, and Kim says she's with Sharon.
Okay, well, we'll go through this then. We'll pay a bit more attention to this. So I'm putting quite biggish bits down now. And I was going from the bottom up, but you tend to get the same pattern all the way up if you do that. So turn it either 90 degrees or on its head like that and start again.
Don't overthink it.
And definitely don't overthink it. That's where you'll go wrong if you start overthinking it. See, that piece there was bigger than that hole I've put it into, but that's fine. It'll go there fine. So now I've got a bit of a gap here that I need to find something to go in it. I'm quite keen to carry on with the papers that I'm using, so I'll do just that. I quite like the idea of that going there, but you shouldn't do that really. You shouldn't choose bits just for specific places. Not yet. We come to that stage later. So let's just cut this in half.
Very Victorian washroom, isn't it, that tile pattern?
Yes, it is. It's lovely actually. I really, really like it. It's not like me because I don't generally like geometric things. And something else. What else have we got? The light one. Where's it? This one. Just going to do that like that. Right, so let's put those there. Right, it's a good idea with anything that you do artistic-wise, whether it's painting, making a tag, doing a collage or whatever, to work in threes. Your eye likes threes. So I've got this piece here, and I'm going to put a piece of that there. And it just, your eye kind of walks through it. This is the most dominant pattern on this collage. So don't put them all at the right hand side or all at the left hand side. It is going to get cut up anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But just for my sanity, I'm splitting them up and putting them in three places like that. So your eye's got somewhere to wander. Your eye likes to wander. No, Mr. F. No wandering eyes here. There we go. So I'm going to put that there, and it kind of goes over some of the other pieces. That's fine, it doesn't matter. Now I don't want anything touching anything that I've already got. So let's move on to something that, like that. Oh no, that's the same as that. This one, that can go there. Once again, that doesn't really matter either. It's just the way I do it. So let's put this down here, covering up that little hole that we've got. I'm just going to lift that up and put it level with that. I think that'll look better. There we go. And I can now use this piece along there. Yeah, I think that'll be okay. I'm not saying, and by the way, that I'm good at collaging. Everybody has their own way of doing it, to be honest. So shall I put that that way or that way? That way I think looks better. Right, there we go. Have I got a little piece anywhere that I'm not backing onto? Not really. That piece could go there, but it's the same as that. I'll leave it like that, that's fine. So those can go back into the envelope, because at some stage I'll be doing collage stuff and want that. Let me just wipe up this mess. I'm looking for water and a Timmy towel. No, a wet wipe. No, it's all right, thank you. But you couldn't wash that off for me, could you?
I could.
Thank you. This is acrylic. This is acrylic paint without any colour in it. So treat it like acrylic paint, and if it dries on your brush will be dead. So be sure and rinse your brush out when you've finished. And, you know, just wipe everything up. Acrylic paint, you can move it when it's wet, but once it dries, it's just a pig to move. So there we have it, but we've got gaps. So how can we fill our gaps? Well, we've got our other papers, haven't we? We've got these ones, and we've got the matte ones, and we've got the stampy sort of ones. So I like the stampy ones the best. So that's nice, but I don't need the whole thing, so I'll tear it about there. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Just realised I need more matte medium.
I knew you would.
I don't know what I was thinking of actually, but anyway, I've had a bit of a clean up, so that's not bad. Yeah, I'm going to stick this on there.
Jen says she loves collaging, very relaxing. She thinks it's one of the things, probably the only thing that comes easy to her.
Jania.
Jania.
Oh, good. This does have a direction. The lady is obviously standing on her feet, and this train is standing on its wheel things, whatever, wheels, I guess.
Bogey.
On its bogey. So I want it in that direction. So I'm going to put this...
Jen says she can feel her masterboard swap coming.
Oh, that's a good idea. That's a very good idea, madame. Right, so I'm just making sure that's stuck down nicely. And we've got this one here, which I could use that for, which actually would be perfect. So I'm not going looking for anything else, because that would just do the job perfectly. So I'm going to get, there is writing on this, so I want it to go the right way up. This is a slightly thicker paper than the other, so it kind of needs a bit of help to stick down. There we are. So we've just got this now to deal with. And I could put a map in there, or I could put, that would go in there very nicely, wouldn't it? Yeah, I think it would. Where do I need to tear it? Wrong side. About there.
Yeah, Jen's got to go.
Oh, Jen!
She's got some errands to do before the family comes over.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks for joining us, and see you next week, I hope. Bye.
Yeah, bye, mate. Bye, Jen. Take care.
errands. Oh dear.
No, errands and family.
I know.
Could do without either.
So there we go, that's that piece on there. Now then, what I want to do now is use the other bits that we've got and do a bit of decorating really. So I'll leave those to one side. I don't think I want them anymore, but one can never tell. So I'm going to use my washi. And I think it might look quite nice along there, like that. So let's just tear that off. I'm just going to put some medium on it because I've no idea how sticky this washi is, but if it's as sticky as any other washi I've ever known in my life, it won't be sticky at all. So I'm just going to pop that there. Like that. And maybe a piece along here, just off the side to about there. That'd be great. So if you don't like being in a mess and you don't like your hands dirty, etc. Actually I don't, but I can bear it for this. But it's possibly something that you wouldn't want to consider because your hands do get gluey and your board does get sticky. So let's put that along there like that. And I want 3 pieces of this. As I told you before, I like things in 3s. Just press that down. There we go. So probably a piece down here. Oh, it's very similar to that, so maybe not. Maybe down here. That would be nice. And I have got the other washi with the train on. There, so that can go there, but I don't want to obscure her dress. There we go. So that's fine. Now the other washi, which is somewhere here, here it is. I'm going to put a piece down there. Not sure which way is up. I'm never sure which way is up, to be honest. I'll put it down there anyway.
Linda says she's never used washi on a masterboard. She should use it if she's got so much of it.
It's one of those things, isn't it, washi, that, I don't know, they sucker you into buying it. It looks so lovely. And then you get it and it's like, well, what do I do with washi?
Judy's thinking of making tags with nothing but washi.
Yeah, good idea. A really good idea. You could really get through some of your stash, your washi stash. So, where's I going to put it? Up there? Up there? I think so. Like that. Just make sure it's down. Lovely. And I've got 1 bit, so guess what? I need another 2. And so I'm going to put 1 bit down there. Just like that. Oh, that's a pretty piece. Make sure it's stuck down. There we go. And 1 more piece, which I might just put along there, just a little piece of it. It's nice. It's stepping through the thing. Like that. Lovely. So just make sure that's stuck down. Great. Marvellous. So that's me finished with the washi for the moment. It's beginning to look quite nice, but it needs some focal points, and the focal points will come by way of these, the adverts. We've got them, they came in the box, so why not use them?
Asta says you can call her Asta because it's easier to pronounce.
Asta, brilliant, thank you very much. She obviously heard us butchering her name once too often.
We tried.
I'm looking for the ones that are the creamy one, the creamy sort of colour, and something to do with travel if possible. So this one that says Paris, that'd do me fine. Let's just check it. Yeah, it's definitely a sticker. I'm going to try it without glue. See if it wants to stick. So you don't have to do it on edges or anything. You can do it wherever you like. You have free license to put this wherever you like. Oh, chocolate. Oh, lovely. I'll leave that out. That's a possibility. I don't know what half these say. Oh, I know what that says. Monday the 31st of July, 1939. Feels like about when I was born, to be honest. I'm a wreck today. I know you haven't tuned in to hear my troubles, but let me tell you. My left arm that I broke 20 years plus ago is absolutely killing me. I don't know why. I think it's because it didn't heal properly at the time. And I've got very limited strength in it. I can use it like this, but if I move it up, I have to move it with my other hand. So, yeah, that's a bit of a curse. My right knee, it's just always sore. I don't know what's wrong with it. But my left knee, when I got out of bed this morning, just crumpled underneath me, and now I can't really walk. I'm a wreck. I'm a total wreck. So, yeah, I've got to see the doctor anyway on Thursday about some totally unrelated stuff. So I might mention it. Well, she'll notice if it's not any better because I can't walk. So I'm going to put that there, like that. What else do we have? I don't want the black or the white ones. They'll draw your eye too much. I like that though. That's nice. And I mean, obviously you don't want masses of these. You could really go to town, but we're just going to be good. Limit ourselves a little bit. I need something up in this bit here. See what we've got. Oh, triangle. It's different, isn't it? So yeah, I'm a wreck. I am an absolute wreck. But nothing that stops me crafting, you'll note. Let's put that on. And that might be all we need, I think. Put that down there. Like that.
Matty says the sister got new knees.
Yeah, I know. My dad had new knees and new hips. So I'm thinking it kind of runs in the family. I just don't want to be that age. I don't want to be the age where you've got to start renewing bits of yourself. But I think I might have reached it. To be honest, it's so blinking painful. I'd be glad if they could renew it. But I've seen the operations on the telly. It's like butchery. But who cares if at the end of it, you're not in any pain. Right, there we go. Okay. I don't need that washed out because I'm going to use it for something else in a second. So that's all the adverts. Let's let's put those away. You can add more, you know, or less. None at all. Whatever takes your fancy, really. I'm just going to put these away. Take the time out to put these away, because if I don't, they'll just get lost on my desk. They'll annoy me. You know the story. I quite like that one. Might just have to put that one somewhere. Right, so that's them all bunged back in there. Lovely. Yeah. Oh, you fell out. This one, I don't know, just like it.
Catherine Bouquet said, I knew it was the best decision she made.
New hip?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I just imagine that being pain-free is just such a joy. I'm going to put that there. No, I'm going to put it there.
Debbie Armand says she's got bionic knees and one shoulder, no more pain.
It's amazing, isn't it? It's amazing what they can do. It really is. Okay, so let's just trim off these bits that are dangling over the edge. I'll use my big scissors because there's bits of paper as well. I'm just thinking ahead here and wondering if I'm actually going to get this dry enough to use. I might not, you know. Didn't think ahead, did I?
We can probably do that. I could probably iron it.
Yeah. Right, so doesn't that look pretty, or is that just me? I think that looks quite nice, actually. Right, so what I'm going to do now is get my stamps out. I'm going to waft this over, actually, a little bit first with a heat gun and just see if I can get just the surface dry so I can stamp on it. So sorry, it's a good time now to make a coffee. Good time now to say hi to Sophia and to Chloe. So if you're both watching, hi there ladies, little ladies. I hope you're having an enjoyable time.
Can you say a name so Astrid can pronounce it?
Jania Rosario, actually, to give her a full title.
Apparently, really, it's Yanya.
Jania, yeah.
So with a J instead of a Y.
We have a lady from the Netherlands called Carolinia, and she's got a J in her name at the end. But I'm presuming, she's never said it to me, but I'm presuming it's pronounced Carolinia, which is a really pretty name.
You said perfect. Thank you.
So I'll just give this a bit of a dry on this side, see if I can straighten it out a little bit. Yeah, people used to have, I mean, Fiona's quite a popular name now. Crops up all over the place, but when I was a kid it wasn't, particularly in England, it wasn't very popular. Scotland, there's always been a million Fionas. But I think I've said this to you before, when people sent me birthday cards, Christmas cards or whatever, they used to spell my name like piano, but with an F in front, because it's got too many vowels in it.
So, to be honest, Mr. F wasn't a popular boy's name.
No, did you not know anybody else called Mr. F? No. Strange that, isn't it? This is drying out nicely, it's fine. There's wet patches, but we'll be okay.
Asta says, Canio.
Yeah, that's it exactly. Right, so I've got my stamp block, I've got my stamps, I've supplemented what came with the pack with a couple from Field Notes and Eccentric, Destination, Reserved and Tag Number. I thought Destination was a good one. Reserved, because you reserve seats, don't you, in a train? Oh, I see. Oh, I'm just stretching my leg out. It's kind of painful. Right.
There's a granddaughter of Mari always watches with her. She's only 3.
Oh, Amari, what a beautiful name. Hi, Amari. Hello. What you doing, eh? Have you got nothing better to watch? Hello, Amari. Amari. Oh.
And Sophia.
Yeah,
And Chloe, if she's on.
I said Sophia and Chloe. You weren't listening. These have got something on the back. And then they should be cling. I'm not sure if this also comes off. I've had dealings with these in the past, and I really don't know whether they come off or not. It's like, it looks like it should, but I'm not sure that it does.
You need to have a look.
An investigation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just you and a scalpel.
It worries you, doesn't it?
Well, we're on camera.
Right, so I've got my VersaFine Clay in black out. These have all got the same problem, so I'll make a start with the destination, which looks like it is going to actually stick on to my ink. I don't know what you call it. Block, that's the word. So I'm just going to put these randomly. Maybe this one up the side. Just one right at the top there. Just up there. Like that. That's lovely. That's plenty enough destinations on there. Let's go for the reserved. Actually, I wanted it in red. So let's get the red archival out.
I'm thinking not.
You're thinking not? Reserved.
How are we supposed to stick without it? I don't know.
I don't know either. Yeah, I like that in red. That's nice. It's pleasing me. This is going to get chopped up, so I don't know whether it'll have one reserved in it or 2 or none. But that's 3 there anyway, so that's fine. And then tag number, so I'm back to black. I just wanted the reserved in the red.
Judy says stamping's usually where she goes wrong, but she starts stamping and just can't stop.
Yeah, I kind of know that. We've been there, haven't we?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll just put one of those on. I'll just put one of those on. I like this tag number stamp. It's one of my very favourites.
And Judy's fond of a touch of red in collages.
Yeah, I'm fond of a touch of red in a lot of things. If I do a Timmy project, I invariably end up putting red in it, or sometimes orange. I do like Timmy with a bit of orange.
And Paula D said, "This is lovely, Miss P. You give me an idea of something I might be able to do with one hand.
Oh.
Surgery has had a right arm in a sling for several months."
Oh no. Oh, I still want that. Right, I think I'm going to have to glue stick these on. So where's my glue stick? Is my glue stick in there? Yeah.
Asta says she's wondering about her retirement. She thinks crafting is the best thing to keep one sane and happy and creative. But let's bear in mind she's only 41.
Oh! Well, when you get there, which will be many moons away, I hate to tell you, yeah, crafting is brilliant. And by the time you get there, I don't think I'll be crafting anymore. I might be crafting in the sky. Okay, so let's pop this here, this big train.
And Janya loves red with Timmy.
Yeah, it's brilliant, isn't it? It's a necessity. Yeah, that train's nice. I'm just going to put one more of these trains on it. Actually, I've changed my mind. I can hear Judy's voice in my head, putting too many stamps on. I'm going to put one of each of the stamps that I've got on. Then if it needs any more, I'll come back and do it. Ooh, I'm proud of myself. There we go. So I'll leave that to one side. This one is my favourite, so if I was going to go wild, it would be with this one. Where to put it? There. Oh no, I've got a train there. Let's put it here. Everybody's gone really quiet.
Janya says she thinks about retirement often, she can't wait.
Oh, I feel sorry for you girls still.
She has a bit to go before that happens.
Yeah, I should say so. Looking at your picture, you've probably got 60 years to go. This one, and then I've got the big one, which I don't know if I can fit in here. Let's put that there. I would say that's the best stamp I've ever done in my life, and it's definitely not these stamps, because they are brilliant stamps that you get from your creative studio. They really are good. I might go back to this one. No, I'll go back to the train. Let's go back to it, because I can have it coming off the page, can't I? Just want a piece of blue roll, because Mr. F cleaned my board. I don't want to mucky it all up. I'm going to have this train coming into the page. I don't know why it amuses me, but it does. Like that, there. Now you can't see it very well because I put it on the busiest piece of the whole thing. And then I've stamped it off there, so let's put some more ink on it. And let's have it coming off the page here, because that's quite clear there. So I think you'll be able to see that okay. Oh, look at that. That's marvellous. I like it. And I might just put one at the top. Ink it the proper way. Take the ink to the stamp. So I'm going to put one on the top here. About here somewhere. I'm having a really good time. I hope you're enjoying it. And I hope you give it a go. Just look out some papers. There we go. Right, so I've got enough trains and imagery and whatever on there, I think. So now we're going to blur it all. Now we've done that, we're going to blur it up. Just bring everything together. Look at me cleaning my stamps. Ooh. There we are, so that's all that over there. Right, now then. Out come, let me put all this stuff away, because I think I've pretty much finished with all of that. And put my stamps in the envelope just in case there's any ink left on them. I've still got the big one, haven't I, that I didn't use. I don't know where it went. Oh well, might come to pass. So that's, can I give you that please? Thank you very much. Clear some space off here. Those 3 stamps need to go back in the bag. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm being relatively tidy. Something is up. So I'm going to waft over the hairdryer, heat gun, just to make sure that that's VersaFine and the archival is dry, because if not, it'll come off during the next process. And archival, well, and VersaFine, but archival does take a little minute or two to dry. I wouldn't necessarily recommend using a distress inks to stamp with on here. 2 reasons. One, you won't get a very good print on top of matte medium, and 2, we're now going to go in with gesso, and if you go in with gesso, the distress ink will just blend into it, so you'll end up with dirty gesso and your stamp will be washed away. So I'd say that, you know, your ordinary distress ink is a no-no. So here's my gesso. I'm just gonna get a bit out, put it on my board. That's probably more than I need, but it doesn't matter. Put the lid back on it. At least you can get to your mediums, the better. So put your lid on as soon as you can. There's my big one. Found it now, I don't need it. Right, so I'm just going to start by just wiping a great deal of this off onto a piece of scrap paper, and then I'm just going to start to gesso. You can do this with your finger if you want. You get a good result with your finger, I can tell you. Probably the best. It's just, I can't bear it. I just can't bear my hands being that dirty. Look at that, the red from that's still coming off into my gesso. Naughty. So I'm just doing areas, I'm not doing it all.
Hi Chestita.
Hi Chestita, how you doing?
She's off to the step for cake.
Oh, I'm not entirely convinced there is cake there, because if there was, I would have been there. If you think you've got a bit too much, and I think I have there, get yourself a wet wipe and just wipe it while it's dry, while it's wet, and you can wipe it back like that. Once it's dry, like that bit, no, you can't do it. But while it's wet, you certainly can. So just casually let your wrist wander where it will. Now I've obliterated that train, which I didn't mean to. So let's get the wet wipe out and just clean it off a little bit. Like that, so you can still see the train.
So she just says she's bought German chocolate cake.
Oh, Sackertorte. So you can see it just brings it all together, doesn't it? Just joins everything up. And I like that look. You don't have to do it, of course you don't. And nice and light is the best. You could use your brayer if you wanted to, as I showed you last week, and that way, you know, you only get a little bit in any event. I want to leave that lady because I like her. I don't want to cover her up. So maybe just a little bit up here. So what does that look like? That's still a bit bright, that bit. There we go. Oh, got a bit here that looks like it's been missed. So there we are. You can still see absolutely everything, but it's just receding slightly into the background, which I like, but you don't have to do. I do it probably on about half of my masterboards. If I was doing Edith, for example, I wouldn't do it, because I very, very seldom grunge Edith up. I don't like the way it looks. So I don't do anything to Edith. Please could you, hang on, no, I need it. Yeah, could you wash it again, because I need it for something else. Thank you. So let's see if I can get this dried off. And then it's going to get another coat of something. It's the never-ending tag. I think I'm going to have to stand up in a minute because my knee needs to unbend itself for a minute. Yeah, I like that, it's nice. Thank you.
Just think yourselves, look at Miss P.
Oh, thank you.
Kimberly Nettles says the gesso makes a beautiful difference.
Yeah, it does.
Looks almost cloudy like a misty fog.
Yeah, it does, but somehow it just makes it arty. Instead of just being a load of papers stuck down, it's beginning to look like something that we're caring about. So the next coat is transparent gesso. If you haven't got it, don't worry, you'll get away without it. I'm open now. But it just provides what's known as a tooth. And I'm sure most of you know what a tooth is, but it's a kind of gritty surface, very fine gritty surface that you can then put things on top of. It'll accept things. Because here, for the main part, we've got matte medium, which as I say is like acrylic paint, which doesn't really accept things terribly well. And stickers, you know, they're shiny, they won't accept things. The gesso will, but it's not everywhere. So I'm just going to go over the whole thing. I could have done with a bigger brush, you're right, but this will do. With this transparent gesso. So, you know, by its very nature, you can't see it because it's transparent. I mean, it also works as a glue. Gesso, this transparent gesso does work as a glue. But if you've got matte medium, that's superior. A superior glue. So this isn't moving the gesso around, the white gesso around at all, because the white gesso's dried, and as I said, it's like acrylic paint, you won't move it. So these are just the steps that I do in my masterboards. My masterboard is what it is. My collage. And you know, a couple of steps ago you could have stopped real easy and everything would have been fine. Oh, you know, this afternoon at 3 o'clock we were sitting on the sofa actually watching a game of cricket, and our phones went off. They went mad actually. It was like a siren, like a fire engine was in the house. And it's what they call a national alert. They're trying out this national alert system whereby they can warn everybody, every phone in the UK that something's going to happen, whatever it may be. I mean, I hate to say it, but, you know, the state of things in Ukraine with Russia is getting frightening. And maybe it's because of that. Maybe it's just a coincidence. I've no idea. But at 3 o'clock, our phones went off, and you would not have missed the noise. You definitely wouldn't have done. Anybody else in the UK, I'm sure, can verify it was loud. But it's reassuring, isn't it, to know that such a thing exists. So I'm just going to wipe my board up.
Mackie says clear gesso, question mark.
As I say, it's just something that you put over whatever you've done before. It preserves whatever is on the page already, because once the gesso dries you can't get through it, so you can't alter anything, but sometimes that's good. And it provides you with a tooth, so you can go on to paint, you know, anything. You could paint anything on there now because of the clear gesso. I don't know if I'd recommend you to go out and buy it. If you do, buy a little pot and see how you get on with it, if you use it or you don't. Thank you, my dear Mr. F.
Washing it again.
Yeah.
It's the most brush in history.
So that, I think that's looking okay to me. I quite like it. So what I'm going to do is dry this off. Then I'm going to add some inks to it. How would you think that I would do this without adding inks? It's just unheard of. I've got this beautiful mess here. Of course it needs inks. Matty, for example, these stickers that are put down, they are really shiny. They're plastic, really, I suppose. And if I don't put transparent gesso over them, I'll never be able to put anything. Nothing will stick at all. No, you know, not my inks or anything like that. So transparent gesso, now that's on, it's preserved everything that's under there. So I can't go back, for example, and take any of that white gesso off or anything like that. And it provides you with just a little bit of a gritty texture. I'm just going to leave you for a couple of minutes while I straighten my leg out. That's not something you want to see. I can just feel it needs to straighten out. So I'll ask Mr. F if he'll put the thing on. So if you want to go and get yourself a coffee or your breakfast or whatever it may be, now is a really good time. But I will be back, don't worry. I'm just going on a leg stretching exercise. So see you soon. Oh, Mr. F wasn't listening. Can you put the pause thing on, please?
We can do. We haven't seen them.
The pause thing.
See you soon.
So I did double duty there. I straightened my leg out and kept on drying this. Good job I'm a woman.
So say all there was.
Right, I think that's probably dry enough for what I need to do. I'm querying whether I really am going to get through to doing what I want to do today, because I think once I've done this next step Look at my hands. Thanks. Take a tablet, numb the pain. Yeah, I'm just going to add a little bit of ink. I can't help myself. You do not have to do this. I can't help myself. Judy, Mr. F says that you used transparent gesso and it came out all white. They do look very similar because transparent gesso is white in the pot. But transparent gesso will dry clear. So I don't know whether you've got them mixed up or I don't know. But it should really dry clear. And it dries with that kind of grittiness to it. It doesn't feel like grit. It just feels like the finest grade sandpaper. So I'm going to use this ink, but I only want little drops of it.
No, I think Judy said when you were using the white gesso and just put it here and there, she slathered it all over.
Oh, well, yeah. I'm just going to get a piece of blue towel in case this goes everywhere where I don't want it. So I've put little bits of ink there, nothing very much. And I'm just going to add some water.
Judy was just thanking Chestita for being her first customer.
Judy?
Was thanking...
Janya? Yes.
Was thanking Chestita. And do you know the name of the shop?
Dream in Colour 27? Oh, Janya, please remind us all. I'm so sorry.
It's Dream in Colour.
And then a number. So I'm just going to run that ink. See, I haven't got a lot of it. I was waiting for you to get some stock in, Janya. It's not that I'm ignoring you. I was just, the last time I looked, there was nothing for me to buy. And I want some of your hand-dyed papers.
Maybe she's selling clear gesso and transparencies.
It could be that. So I'm just doing that, and you'll see it's...
Dreaming Colour 27.
That was right.
Well done. The prize for remembering today goes to...
me! So I want this on here, but I don't want it really heavy or anything. Not like usual. So I'm just going to run that around a little bit. That's fine. I'm just going to take those end bits off because I don't like it when they look like that. I like this though. It's coming down to sit on the top of there, which I do like. I like that. I like it so much. And I'm just going to add some rusty hinge. Because what party is complete without a bit of rusty hinge? I ask you. None. Whew, that's a lot. Let's deal with those first before I move along. So just a little bit of water. Lovely. So the transparent gesso is allowing us to do this. I don't want that bit there. Come on, down you go. Lovely. Taking a good deal of that colour off. So now I haven't got any left. This is where I am guilty of adding too much. Definitely. Because I love it. I love doing this. I like that where it is.
Catherine says, ooh, love the rusty hinge.
Oh, rusty hinge is the best colour ever. Did anybody see Timmy's live yesterday? I've actually stopped watching his lives, to be honest. I don't know why. I haven't exactly taken against Timmy, but his lives are just too long even for me. So I'm just adding some brown, again, vintage photo, in through that rusty hinge in places.
Janya loves it when the inks come out.
You should be here permanently, because inks are out virtually every day.
Hasta brought the paints.
Oh, you bought the paints? Yeah, I was going to say, that's right, I was talking about Timmy. Got sidetracked there by the inks. Yes, he has brought out some of the old colours that had been discontinued in the paints. And I use the paints, anybody that watches me will know, there's quite a lot of white here, so I'm going to go... Oh, I don't want to do that. Oops, that could have been a bit of a blunder. Anybody that knows me knows I love Rusty Hinge and I love my paints. I use them a lot. But he had discontinued Rusty Hinge. And Ki Young, bless her, had tracked down some Rusty Hinge and paid to ship it from where it was to the States, and now she's paying to ship it to me, and I'm so excited to get Rusty Hinge paint. I don't want that to be that heavy. I just want to... But you see, as it dries lighter. But I do like it. It's just like a stain on it. I love that, actually. I like that as it is. And I like that sort of wrinkledy bit there over that label. Right. I could go on and put more on, but actually I think that's enough. I do. And I also think that I'm not going to make any more progress with this today because it really does need to dry. So let me just wipe my hands so I can show you what you would have won. There used to be a programme here, that was called Bullseye, and at the end, if people didn't win, the guy used to say, "Oh, let me show you what you could have won." Like you'd really want to see what you could have won but didn't. So I have a finished one, not like this, not fancy like this. Is Ki Young on today? She said she was setting her alarm clock, but I haven't. Have you seen her?
No, I don't think so.
No, hope she's okay. Oh, Mr. F's put a link on to Janya's shop. Brilliant. So all pile over there and see what she's got in it. And if she hasn't got too much in it, don't worry, there'll be more being added to it. Because she does beautiful, beautiful tea and coffee stained papers. And I don't know about you, I don't stain the papers myself. Mr. F does it, and I know that if I can... Well, he doesn't stain them as pretty as Janya. Sorry, Mr. F, but you don't. And I just prefer to get them done. Then you just open the envelope. No, look, beautifulness. So sorry about this, but it's amazing what a mess you get into just sticking papers, isn't it? Disgusting mess. Right, so now I've got something to show you. Those of you that are on the group will have seen that on Thursday it was a very auspicious day for us. Oh no, I'm going to forget that. I'll tell you about that later. But it was. Thursday was an auspicious day. I love that. I'm really pleased with it. It's adorable. And I'm going to let that dry, and then I will show you what I'm going to make it into. I'm going to make it into one of these, which is a notebook, but a tag. And the way it opens and closes is quite clever, I think. It opens by these two tags pulling out of there, like that, and then you can open it, and it's got all this paper in. And cleverly enough, whoever gets this, the first page will be torn out. You can just hold on to that and it tears out. How clever is that? I'll show you in a second how that works. I'll show you next week when I make that up into one, just quite how these tags work. But they go like that, into there, and then the tag book's closed. But let me show you a piece of magic. Where's my cutting board? Oh, there it is. Right, so here's a piece of paper. That's going to be one of the pages in our book. This is like a magic trick. So there's nothing on it at all. And then I've got this fancy thing. So you unscrew it, push the blade up, screw it up again. Then you get your ruler. You hold it down where you want it. So I'll go 3/4 of an inch. I'll go an inch. Let's do an inch. Run your blade along there. And it hasn't cut it. Oh no, what a dilemma. But no, watch this. How magical is that? That's a magic trick. That is a magic trick right there. So let's do another one. Look at that. It's fabulous. It's this is just like your regular rotary cutter, but the blade, what's it called, the blade? I don't know if you can see it there. It's got little nicks in it. I probably threw it out. Yeah, it's just got little nicks in it.
Skip cutter or something.
Yeah, skip cutter, that's what it was called. But I guess if you look for perforated edge cutter or something like that, you'd find it. But I think it's absolutely magical. I love it. We've had it for ages and I've never even used it. But I just wanted it for this project and there it was. So yeah, more of that next week when we make up our tag book. Like this one, but with that paper that we've just made. Okay, so that'll go in the tag boxes and next week we can add another page to it. Right, so yes, Thursday just gone, 20th of August, was, as I say, a very auspicious day because it was Mr. F's birthday and we went out for the day and we went it's about 100 miles. We went just to touch over maybe to a craft shop. Where else would we go on Mr. F's birthday? Yeah, I know. I could have been nicer to him, but I wanted to go and he wanted to go for a day trip, a road trip. So we coupled the two together and we went to a craft shop called the Mad Scrapper, where I met the owner, Janine, and she's a lovely lady. I really liked her. Liked her a lot. And I have ordered things from her before, but yeah, she said in a workshop that she'd held a couple of weeks ago, someone was talking about me. Wow, can you believe that? That's weird. It feels weird to me. So I bought loads of stuff. I want to show you, but I don't want to show you with dirty hands. And you'll see why in a minute, because it's all really nice stuff. It is the most massive haul. It's the most massive shopping expedition I've ever been on in my life. But a shop was gorgeous and I couldn't stop myself. I just could not stop myself. Oh, this is like having gloves on or something. So much muck on my pads of my fingers. Right, okay. So you ready, guys? Let's start with the paper pads. Ooh. So, this is called Spectrum Sherbet. That's what the reverse of some of them look like. I'm going to have to take it out the bag because you can't see it for the glare. So yeah, Spectrum Sherbet, this one. Look at this. How glorious. Could you just come out a wee bit, please, Mr. F? I can't take in all the gloriousness. Let me move my inks away. That would be typical, wouldn't it? So you get these bits of ephemera here, which I find really useful. I love the tickets for dangles and stuff. That's all lovely. But look at this page. It's just beautiful. And I love the fact that this branding strip on the bottom, when you turn it over, has got really groovy stuff on it. So that's the back of that page. Then this, I'll go quite quickly because there's a lot. Look at that, I love it. How pretty is that? It's pretty. I love that orange. I love it. And look at this. You could, if you wanted to, cut these out into separate bits of ephemera, but it's just beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, and I love that yellow as well. It's so bright. I love that. Oh. Look at that. It's pure beauty. So that's the sherbet, Spectrum sherbet. I'm never going to get all these put away, so I'll just make a pile there. This, yeah, is also Spectrum sherbet, but it's the solids. That's right. So it's kind of the same but different. You know what I mean. This is not a paid for ad or anything like that. It's just what I bought when I was at the shop. I mean, look at those on their own. They're just fab. Brilliant. Love them. How you can just describe that as a solid, I don't know. It's just spectacular. They're just fabulous. So, you know, my next projects from now into the future are pretty mapped out, really. And then I bought 3 extra sheets with this, the ones that had this on the background, because I really liked them so much. And you can buy loose sheets, so that's what I did. That I'll come to later. That's all Curator, that's all Inkwell, it's all Toast. Right, this I got, this is washi, Spectrum sherbet washi. This is the washi to end all washies. It's fabulous. Look at this. Look at that. Glorious, isn't it? Oh, come off, come off, come off. Lovely. So yeah, I got a roll of that because why? How could you not? How could you not? What else have I got? That's Spectrum sherbet. We'll have to come back to the Spectrum sherbet. This is the Curator stuff that was the first thing that got me into 49 and Market. I absolutely love it. It's beautiful. Totally beautiful. And you can do so much with it. Oddly, Janine said that this wasn't one of her best sellers, and yet it's possibly the one I like the best. Really lovely. There's 2 lots here. There's Curator's Botanical and Curator's Market. I got 2 sheets of that because it's my favourite. I love it. It's got that on the back. And this.
Junior says, is the price comparable to Timmy's paper pads?
About the same. Yeah, about the same. They're certainly not cheaper, but you get a lot more that goes with it. So you can make, there's lots of embellishments and things.
And Zana said that one sold out on their website.
Is it the Curator? Yeah. It's the Mad Scrapper. That's because it's here. Yeah.
And Louise says the washi box has a cutter on it.
Yes, it does, yes. So that's the Curator's stuff. Then I got 4 sheets of assorted yellows. This is basil paper. I just thought that well, I bought this, which is Inkwell, and I thought, how nice does that go together? And that's why I bought the plain yellows. And this set is called Inkwell. And I just loved the blue. The blue is, it's such a deep inky blue. Inkwell, in fact. So, I mean, these you can cut out, but look what's on the other side. It's gorgeous. And look at that. Oh, ladies, just look at that. And Mike, sorry. And Jim. And Will, if you're listening. Hi, Will. Beautiful. How nice is that? Very nice. There does seem to be 2 sheets of everything in here, which I didn't know about. That makes it better value. But it's lovely. It's so, I can just see it mixed with that yellow, you know, if I was to die cut or whatever out of that yellow. It's so pretty. So that's the Inkwell. Then this is toast. Not allowed to eat bread at the moment, so toast sounds very exotic to me. I'd love to eat toast right now. Layers and layers of toast and butter. Yeah, that would be lovely. So this is a toasty brownie sort of one. 8 double-sided papers, 4 designs, 2 of each. But look at it. It's just right up my street. And I love the solids on the back. That's just adorable. Adorable, I tell you. There's 2 of those. That, I mean, that would go with anything. That doesn't have to be the toast department. Look at the back of it. I love it. And then this one. Beautiful. So that's the pads. I'll give those to Mr. F. And I'll put those away soon, because otherwise they'll get wrecked. And let's see what else is in my bag. Yeah, that's me knocking things off. So this goes with the Spectrum Sherbet, and it's, well, it's all these frames. Can you see them? Just all those frames, which I love. And I do appreciate that for scrapbookers, you put your loved ones in there, you write something about it. But it doesn't have to be. You could put, you know, pictures, flowers, anything you like in there. I really like them. And then you get these that are called collection pack, and they're 6x8, which for me, with my flippy flappies, are the perfect size. I do need some 12x12, as you know, but I also need some mostly 6x8s. So I'll just go through these quite quickly. There's 3 of each, I think. Yeah, so that's the orange one. Pink. I love the swatches. Yellow. Pink.
Jen says she made it back and you're still on.
Hiya, Jen!
49 a market show and tell.
I'm so glad you made it back for this. So glad. I hope you caught it from the start. Look at that.
Jen says she'll have to go back and watch the papers later.
I mean, this is just, yeah, do, Jen, because I think you'll like it. I love that. I absolutely love it. I love that. Love this. Just love everything. Oh, look at that. It's glorious. Glorious. You know, you could do that, couldn't you? You could make that. But why? Somebody's done it for me. And there's some fuzzy cuts to cut out.
Kim asks what I got at the shop. Judy says you've got to watch Miss Pin enjoy herself.
Yeah, exactly.
And Kathy loves the nails.
Oh, my nails are the nail varnishes from my lovely friend Tony Vins, who gave me this nail varnish for Christmas. So that'll have to get put in later. Thank you. And then we come on to the pieces of ephemera. This is the Spectrum Sherbet, and they call them laser cut elements, and they come in sheets. Told you it was a monstrous haul. So here we go. That's just the card cover, but it does have fussy cuts on the back, which are lovely. And then these. Oh yes, these. Look. Anybody that watched my videos recently will know that it's card, but it looks like lace. How fabulous is that? Look at it. It's like magic. The tickets, the stamps, the sort of wording up here. I love these little tabs. It says, you know, everyday magic. My heart is so happy. You are absolutely amazing. Lovely things up there. That's really nice. And then these are little film slides, the toned paper edges. And then here, sort of pieces of toned paper, glorious, and smaller versions there. So that is really, 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 really lovely.
Jen's loving these bright yet grungy colours. So
yeah,
happy.
yeah, aren't they? They're
Judy
gorgeous.
likes tickets and stamps.
Yeah. So this is Spectrum Sherbet's laser cut elements, but this is more like the botanical side of life. You know, whereas that's paper and film strips, blah de blah. This is more your, botanical, I'd say. I'm trying to go quickly, guys, but I want you to see it. So on the back of there, we've got this. Very, very usable, all of those. And then look what we've got. Look at that. Oh, come on. They're gorgeous. Oh, I can't wait to get stuck into the next one. And then this one, which is more botanicals, flowers, etc. Beautilicious. Then a pack of, two packs actually, if I'm honest with you, of, these are plastic, but they're like film strips and frames. They're just great. Put anything you like behind them. Oh, nothing. They're fabulous. Lots of different sizes and colours. So I've got those 2 packs because I think it's just about every colour I would use.
Louise loves all this stuff.
Oh.
Jenny says don't rush.
Oh, thank you.
After the live, Louise is off to a dollhouse and miniature extravaganza show.
Oh.
She loves all things miniature.
Lovely. It's very strange that, because we've been talking about miniatures for the last 2 days. So this is the Curator's Meadow. Remember the pages that I showed you back a little bit, and these are the laser cuts, as I say. 83 elements.
And Asta says she's so jealous she really wants to import them to India but can't find a retailer.
Oh, it's horrible when you want something and you can't have it.
And Jean says, notice still at 72 of us watching, these are awesome.
So yeah, look, there's a garden gate and a bird cage, bamboo, leaves, just beautifulness.
Are these die cuts, or they do they pop out?
Yeah, they pop out, look, like that. Little heart there, little leaves just pop out. But it is easier if you can manage to keep them in, to be honest, because otherwise they get all over the shop and you won't be happy.
Jen loves the Creator's Meadow.
I do, the Curator's Meadow, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. And then this one, look at that, look at the garden fence, I love it. And these, oh, beautiful. Look at this ruler up here, perfect. Pair of glasses there. I mean, the insides pop out, they're different die cuts. So you've got a pair of glasses should you wish them. And then we've got mushrooms and creatures. So little birdies, buzzy things, hare, I think that is, chipmunk, I think he is. Loads of mushrooms. They make great dangles for, you know, if you're doing something in the style that I've been doing recently, just pop a hole in the top of there and you've got a fabulous dangle. Or any of these, actually. Well, maybe not the fox through his head. That wouldn't maybe not be a good idea. But yeah, they're all die cuts and they all pop out.
And Nancy's got to go.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks for joining me, Nancy. I did catch your post through the week and you are in my thoughts. Take care of yourself, first and foremost. Bye for now. Right, so this one, which opens up, more of my fabulous lace, pretend lace. That one there, isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that just gorgeous? I love it so much. So there we are, that's that. What else have I got? The bag is still heavy, so there's still quite a lot in it. I'll take that lot out for the time being. Give this lot to Mr. F. Right, so this. Well, I've never had one of these before. It's Curator's Essential Ephemera Pages. Let's have a look, shall we? See what you get for your £8.50. Let's see what there is. Well, actually, on its own, that's gorgeous, isn't it? I love that. So, what's this then? Don't know. Lots of little bits of stuff. Ooh. These are lovely. These are perfect dangles, which is what I hoped they'd be. Absolutely perfect for me to dangle off the corner of journaling cards, etc. Lots of these. Need to think of something to do with them. And little things that look a bit like tea cards. Some tiny pieces. More little sort of tea card ones. Butterfly. Stamps. Waking up, Judy, there's stamps. And, oh, bigger stamps, Judy. And then these. That's just, that's the most either amazing pocket or journaling card. As is that. Oh, and look at these, aren't these pretty?
Kim says keep the packaging.
Yeah, definitely keep the packaging. Aren't these gorgeous? These are lovely. That's nice. Real botanical, aren't they? Yeah, okay, so that's what you get in there, in that pack. And you know, I used to be, until really recently, one of these people that bought all these mixed packs of ephemera.
Candice has got to go.
All right, Candice, thanks for watching. Bye for now. And never used them. I'd hoard them. But now I empty them all on the table and I use them, because that's what I got them for. Yeah, got some yellow flowers. They're nice, aren't they? I thought they'd go with the blue and yellow thing that I had going on in my head. These are rub-ons, and if you've been watching me of late, you will know I'm just in love with my rub-ons. So that's you get 2 sheets in here, that sheet and that sheet, and you cut them up and you just rub them on. And in here you get 6 sheets, and these are the toast ones, so they go with the toast that I showed you. They're lovely. They make a huge difference, I think. That I'll come back to. These are the 6 sheets of the inkwell. Butterflies, flowers, leaves. Oh man, come on. And then this is the mini collection of the ink well. I'm going to be doing a Timmy in a moment and being on live for half the day. So yeah, Inkwell 6x8 mini collection, and you get 2 each of 9. So that's the back of that. That's 2 of that one, 2 of this one. Oh, look at that. The intensity. It's like that prize ribbon, isn't it? It's like prize ribbon is what it's like. Those ones. Oh, that's beautiful. Those ones. And this one, which I think stands a chance of being my favourite. I love that one. I just love it. Mind you, this one's pretty nice as well. Oh, well, they're all nice, let's be honest. 2 of this one. Oh, that's nice. That goes that way. So yeah, that's the mini collection pack. Put that there. And then we've got the laser cut elements for the inkwell. Yeah, no, I bought loads. Oh, thank you. So, I love these because I love these hearts and buttons that you just pop out. They've got holes in already. So you can just tie your whatever it is and put them dangling off the corner of something. I've never had the ones that's had the pop out ribbon on before. That looks like it goes across the corner of something. I really like the idea of having the pretend ribbon. You make my heart happy, Mr. F, you make my heart happy. And together is the best place to be. It's true.
You make my heart sing too.
And look at these pretend doilies. Oh, I like them. Good friends, good times. Yay. And these tone paper edges, which I love. And they pop out so beautifully. They're just, I think they call it kiss cut. That's it. You know, no white edges, no nothing. That's it. It's perfect. Perfect, I tell you. I'll put that inside there.
Kathy said you just told them one of everything, please.
Not quite. They had a range called Blossom, which I didn't buy. It was a bit pinky for me. And a range called Rouge, which I didn't buy either.
Jenny wants to know how long you were in the shop.
I did all this in a remarkably short period of time. I mean, probably an hour, but, you know, considering what I spent, it was quick. So here I've got some braid, some card braid. Oh, man, don't you just love it? And these little flowers here, big butterflies, beautiful leaves. Yes, love it, love it, love it. And here we've got, oh, that's the back. Yeah, that's the back. So we've got these to cut out, which is lovely. So that's that. Then this, I won't go through all of this, but you'll get the hang of it. It comes in a fabulous envelope, which is really useful. And it's called Collage papers. And they only do them in certain ranges. Let's turn it over. And they're really thin. So they'll collage beautifully if you wanted to do what we've done today. I'm not going to go through all of these. I'll just randomly see where I end up. But, you know, they're fabulous. I love them. So great for collaging, obviously. So there we are. Okay, so that's the collage pages. I forget how many you get now, and I've taken the label off, so sorry.
Well, says you bet the owners hope you go back soon.
I bet. Well, I won't need to go back anytime soon, as you can see. Does it say on there? No. I don't know how many pages you get in there, but you get a lot. Perfect for collaging. It's that weight, collage weight. So what else is in the bag? I'll take these out and show you these.
Jen, you wants to know if I had you on a timer.
No, No, he didn't at all. I could have taken longer, but I didn't dare stay in the shop any longer. Right, so these two are stamps, and I showed you in the purple one the stamps I'd used up the edge of the journaling paper, but so that's them, that's the ones I showed you. And then you get these ones, which are just lovely, they're just like tickety sort of stuff, and this, which is like that. You just cut it off, cut them out, back it if you wanted to, whatever you want to do with them, they're there. They'll come in really useful, I think. And I got the same, but in that lovely duck egg blue. Then this one, where's my scalpel? I don't know. Look at these. Just look at the, oh, I didn't know that was there. It's glorious. It's just glorious. Look at that. I don't know if you can you see that, all the butterflies and everything on it. It's beautiful. When you see things like that, you think it is a bit of a Timmy fusion. And then this one, also beautiful. I've just got to show it to you because it is really, really gorgeous. Oh, ripped it. Look at that. Lovely, lovely, lovely. That's what you get for being impatient.
Misty Car's got to go.
Oh, okay, Misty, thanks for joining us. I appreciate that I have rambled on a bit. Then there's that one, a very narrow one, looks like lace. And this one that's just very, very narrow, but kind of blue and white. Didn't even know that was in there, hadn't seen it. And then there's this one, which goes with the toast, sort of, or anything brown. I won't show you these, you can see what they are. Sort of lace, and sort of lace, and thinner lace. And as Louise said, there is a cutter in the bottom that fits along the top there that you can pass your washi through and then cut it off. So that's those. We're getting towards the end. Oh, no, I don't know if we are actually. We're getting towards the end.
Kathy loves how it comes with different widths.
Yeah, absolutely. I just love it. More yellow flowers for the same purpose. Curator's Meadow, ephemera pieces. I won't get them out, but I will show you that all the bits that I'll get the back out if I can. No, I don't think I can. It's just loads of gorgeousness. Gorgeousness, I tell you. Then this is a collection called Serenity, but it's mostly blue. So I thought that it would go either toast or blue. Really beautiful set. And I bought a stencil when I was there. I just really liked that one. I thought it would come in useful, so I bought that too. Back to the rub-ons. Look at those. They are beautiful. Don't know what Mr. F's taken to do, sharpening his pencil, I think. Oh.
Whipping a bit of balsa wood.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, can you see that any better now? Still shiny, isn't it? You just cut these out individually and rub it on. And you can even put them onto acetate. They are fabulous. Absolutely fabulous things.
Yeah, Jean's got to go.
All right, Jean. Thanks for joining us. Everybody's going, so I better hurry myself up. This is more rub-ons, blue and toasty sort of colour. This is Inkwell rub-ons. I'm not going to be short. This is the Collage sheets, but in the toast. And 40 sheets comes in there. So that's, now we know. Then there's this, which is the toast, but the same as the Inkwell one that I showed you with the buttons and the ribbons, etc., etc. Butterflies and flowers and that braid. It's fabulous. And then I got some of those just in Inkwell, the film strips. Look at them. I love them. I absolutely love them. I've got so many plans for those. And this is the Serenity laser cut elements. But as you can see, they're blue and toast coloured. So they will go with... I mean, look at that. Look at it. It's so beautiful. Makes you want to cry. But I won't. And this is a 12 by 12 Serenity rub-on transfer sheet. So these are larger. But if you're doing a big acetate flip or something like that, one of these or two of these on it looks so classy. Well, to me it looks classy. That's that. And I think this next grab into the bag might be the end. But it's quite a big grab. Nearly. Yeah, that's it. This is it now. Right, so that, more flowers. These, look at these. They're clips. Mini index clips, and they've got brads in those Spectrum Sherbet colours, which I just love the idea of. If I take that off, you'll be able to see it better. It cost $5.99, which is quite a lot of money for some clips. Then these, which are called toast envelope bits, and they're exactly that. They're little envelopes and things that you can put in your envelopes, and frames and just useful things. Look at these, guys. Look at these. Toast acetate leaves. You've got to see these to believe them. They're beautiful. Have I got a white piece of paper anywhere? Yeah. Don't know how many pieces you get. Does it? 70 pieces. So you get lots of butterflies. And you also get these leaves. Just look at them. How beautiful are these? They're glorious. Glorious. I love them and I can't wait to use them. I'm surmising they're stickers. But it doesn't say anywhere. So you either have to stick them or they are stickers. I'm not sure, but I'll tell you when it comes round to me using them what they are. But they are gorgeous and I'm so glad I got those. I wonder if I can slide them in. If I can be clever about it. Maybe. It's not really working so well, my plan.
That's the beer and all the pop away here.
We've got static now, which isn't helping. Thank you very much indeed. And then I got some frames, toast, but they're a brown. They're, you know, you could really use those for any colour, I think. They just look like beachy, washed up 18 frames, 2x3, 3x4, 4x6, 3x3 and 4x4. So there's a good variety there. And then I got some toast film strips because I couldn't help myself. Yeah, I ended up with 2 of these envelope bits, which I'm not worried about because they're so usable. They're such a universal colour, so I'm okay with that. And that's the mini collection. That's the 6x8 mini collection, which is beautiful. So it's similar to the large collection that I showed you, but it's shrunk down to a 6x8. Then this is the inkwell envelope bit. So it's the same but in the blue.
Bye, Louise.
Bye, Louise. Let me show you these.
And Jen says, what a day you had, Miss B. All those gorgeous
Oh,
things.
what a day. What a day. Then this is a Spectrum Sherbet. So that's the first set that I showed you. And rub-on transfer set of leaves. Look at them. Oh my goodness, I love them so much. And then this is the rub-on transfer sheet, but it's called Palettes. And it's, well, you can see what it is. It's just, that is right up my street. I absolutely adore it. And then this is the Tidal Wave Spectrum Sherbet, which is kind of the blue tones of the Spectrum Sherbet. And that's all the rub-ons there. Then we've got the Spectrum Sherbet chipboard set, which is just fun. It's absolutely just fun. It's see all these pieces, the plackets and the everything, the hearts. I love the little hearts and the frames. They're so useful. Then this, which is a tag set, Spectrum Sherbet tag set, which is great because I use loads of those on my dangles. So I've got those. Coming to the end, guys, promise you. Then these strawberry lemonade frame set, like those I showed you earlier, but in a different colour. Then the inkwell frames. And then this, which is the Spectrum Sherbet Tidal Wave. So that's all the blue section of the Spectrum Sherbet, all of those ones there. And that's the 6x8s, but in the, cardstock. And that is that. What do you think, guys? It's just unbelievable. I've never had a day like that before in my life. I probably never ever will again. It was, I'm set up now for quite a long time. So if you hear me saying I need something, I don't. I really don't need anything. I've got ample to make lots. I mean, I'm really enjoying making my flippy floppy journals at the moment, so I'll carry on with that. And I've got all that I need for many several more of those. But I've got lots of things to play with. Just toys, aren't they? They really are. And hopefully, when I finish them, when I complete them, people will know why I ask the prices that I do ask. Because everything is expensive, that's why. So I hope you enjoyed that. I know I did. And that's me done. So is anybody saying anything that I need to talk about or anything? No?
No, they just find it all wow and amazing, and
can't wait to see what you do. I can't either. I can't wait to delve into it. But as it stands at the moment, I've got the little purple one. I want to say little. It's quite a chunker. This one to finish off, which is almost finished off, just needs a few bits added to it, and I really like it. I'm pleased with the way it turned out. And then I can commence on my new project, which will be another flippy floppy, but the flips and the flaps will be in different places because that's just the way I work. I can't just do another one the same. I get bored with it. So I'll do a flippy floppy. It'll be that sort of size, but it'll be in a Spectrum Sherbet probably, and it'll have different flips and different flaps. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. It's been a monumental live today. I'm glad that you all enjoyed it. Thanks, Sharon. Thanks, Teresa. Thanks, Jilly. Jen. Yeah, they need a fabric line. No, they don't. No, they don't. I'm absolutely in hock as it is. Judy, yeah. Once you're out of your, which you've stuck to amazingly well, your restricted buying. Yeah, 49 in market. I mean, it's just beautiful stuff. Thank you, Catherine with a K. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And is that Dolly? Excuse me. Is Dolly Southpaw Studio? No, I don't think she is.
Southpaw's Kim.
Kim, sorry, Kim.
Scrap is Dolly.
Ah, yeah. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Thank you, Kathy, for joining us. Bernice, Paula, Kim, excellent. So nice to have you around to my house. And so nice to be able to share with fellow crazy crafters all this goodness that I have. It's not the same if you can't share it, is it? You've got to show somebody. And I'm glad that you guys all appreciate it and appreciate that I'm now flat broke. So I'll see you all again next Sunday, all being well. And in the meantime, be kind. Bye for now. Bye.
Bye everyone, thanks for joining us. Take care, be safe, be happy, be kind.
Bye.